Well, two-term Congressman Ro Khanna represents California in the 17th District at the House of Representatives and joins us now. Congressman Khanna, thank you for being with us. Congressman, your state is among those seeing a big rise in cases. Do you agree with Governor Newsom's call to shut down businesses, and do you worry that it could hurt the already struggling economy?
I believe that we need to prioritize safety, and if we can first get things under control, even if that takes a week or 2 weeks, then it will allow us to have a safer start for businesses, especially if we all wear masks. So what happened is that people were going on beaches, they were going to bars, they weren't wearing masks. We have to get that under control, and then we can restart the economy.
Congressman, across the country, schools and universities are weighing whether to reopen this fall, something the Trump administration is pushing for. What's your take? Should kids return to the classroom in August or September?
I think it has to be case by case. I hope people are able to return and able to return safely, but we have to look at different places should be done differently. I mean, in LA, where there is a huge issue, there it probably doesn't make sense. In other parts of the country, which may be more rural, which may not have the same density or positivity of cases, it makes sense. So I don't think there's a one-size solution for everything. We have to let localities make that decision.
Today, the Trump administration announced it will rescind an order that would have blocked international students from living in the United States if they were only taking online classes. I imagine you agree with that move, but what do you think caused the about-face?
Well, I appreciate it. It's a simple thing. If students are here, we want them creating jobs here. We want them, if they benefited from American education, the last thing that makes sense is to kick them out. Sometimes they're almost getting their degree. And then what's going to happen? They're going to go back to their country of origin and create the jobs there. I'd rather they create the jobs in the United States. And the second thing is, education is one of our biggest exports to the world. These students are paying full tuition, and that's allowing, frankly, universities to expand and provide less tuition for American students. So I think the economics of it is what caused the decision, and I appreciate that the Trump administration looked at those facts and changed course.
Congressman, today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told CNN she'd be willing to forego your August recess to reach a deal with another COVID relief package. Do you think that needs to happen, especially with employment benefits set to expire at the end of this month?
I do, and I don't understand what we're doing thinking of having a recess. We are under crisis in this country. We have a health crisis. We have an economic crisis. Congress should be working. I think we ought to be canceling that August recess. It's ridiculous from my perspective to have 5 weeks off or doing things in the district, especially because we can't do anything in most of our districts because there aren't public gatherings. So I think Congress needs to be working, and we need to be doing every day what we can to deal with the health crisis and deal with the economic crisis.
And finally, Congressman, if you can, what are you hearing from your constituents about the biggest hurdles in an economic recovery, and what does Washington need to do to help?
Well, the first thing is the fear of coronavirus, and it's not just what the governors say or what the mayors say. The reality is, until people feel safe personally, they're not going to listen to what a congressman says, or frankly, even what the president of the United States says. They have to personally feel safe. And so the first thing that we ought to do, I think, is have everyone wear masks, have everyone take the basic precautions so we can get the economy up and running. And then the second thing I'm hearing from small business owners, and they're concerned. They're concerned that businesses they've built for 20 years may go under. We need to extend the PPP program, really target it to small businesses, and we've got to help people transition in these next few months to make sure their expenses are covered while they're returning to work. So I hope all of those things can be part of a bipartisan relief package.
All right, California Congressman Ro Khanna, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for always having me on.